I kill him. Enjoy. Come on. They got the Asian channel here, don't they? They got the Asian channel. Telemundo, an Asian channel. That's great. They singing a Koyo.
My wife hates that joke. And I love her, but not enough to get rid of that joke. I would do anything for my wife. I'm aware of that. But there are people that are more romantic. Prince Edward abdicated his right to the English throne for the woman he loved. Isn't that unbelievable? He was forced to choose between the woman he loved or being king of England. And that idiot chose the broad. Now, I'm sure in that moment it was the right decision, and I'm happily married, but even in relationship, each person has thoughts where they go, I've made an enormous mistake. But we never thought I could have been king of England. Do you think Prince Edward really ever got over that? Every time he had to empty the trash, he's like, the king of England doesn't have to empty trash. The king of England can chat with his ex on Facebook. Can you imagine what kind of news event that abdication was in the UK? There must have been, he's gone mad. We should get him to hospital. Jim, your British accent is getting worse. Why wouldn't you take 5 minutes and learn a good accent? It's just lazy. It's just lazy. My wife's pretty amazing. She is better at things, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Like her guilt trip, legendary. My wife is half Catholic, half Jewish, so her guilt trip is like a superpower. I walk in a room, she looks at me, and I feel horrible. And that's called love. We've been together so long, I will get angry about a guilt trip she hasn't even given me yet. I'll be like, I'm gonna watch the football game. She's like, okay, and I'm like, 'cause I want to. I'm always in trouble with my wife because I'm selfish, I'm lazy, insensitive, a bunch of other stuff she rattles on. And I understand being in trouble for stuff I've done, but sometimes I get in trouble for stuff other men have done. Once I got in trouble for something a guy did in a movie. I was watching a movie with my wife, and in the movie, there was this married guy with children who left his family for a 20-year-old woman. And I knew in that moment I should sleep on the couch. And the movie ended, and my wife looked at me, and she was like, why would someone do that? And I was like, it was in the script. I didn't say that. I just said, where do you want me to sleep?
This NBA Christmas Day, we've got 5 games of holly jolly non-stop play. Knicks are on the nice list, and Sixers making miracles near 34. Celtics are lighting it up, and Bucks are soaring. Golden State's got 4 golden rings, and it's all gravy for the Grizzlies. Suns hot like cocoa, while Nuggets feeling oh so icy.
That one up all the way to the North Pole.
Mavs making magic, and Lakers are leaping across the court. Now that is Christmas Day in the NBA.
Merry Christmas.
Games begin at noon Eastern on ABC and ESPN.
Tide presents Laundry Truths, Cold Hard Savings.
Oh, hey, about to start a load. On hot? You know, washing in cold water with Tide can save you up to $150 a year on your energy bill.
$150? Go on.
The lower the temp, the lower your bills. Simple. Plus, Tide Pods are designed for a powerful clean, even in cold.
Wow, cool tip. Get it?
Oh yeah, I get it.
Turn to cold and save with Tide. Energy savings based on average from switching from hot to cold and non-HE machines.
Just because you can't hear space doesn't mean it's silent. The United States Space Force not only protects our assets in space, but also the stability of our everyday lives. See what else we protect at spaceforce.com.
I like Mexican women. Mexican women rock. That's right. That's right. Not because I'm Latino, but if you get in a fight or something, they'll jump in and help you out, you know? You need that protection. They get right in there. Oh, my ex-girlfriend was the best, man. Oh. She'd back me up if some guy would come to the party, you know, looking to kick my ass, you know. Is Pablo here? Looking for, so you know Pablo? Is Pablo here? Yeah, what's going on? He's my boyfriend, what's up? Yeah, you better tell him, man. If I see him, I want to kick his ass. Hey, don't talk to me like you know me. You come to my party looking for Pablo, guess what? I say I'll kick your ass. I always got that friend who wants to get involved, you know. Rosa, what's going on? Is this guy over here, Bonnie Noise, talking to me? Like he knows me. Stupid. You ever see two Mexican women fight? That is better than Caesar's Palace right there, man. They'll see another girl in the mall, that's when it gets really nasty. Like a big cat fight, you know? Hey, Cristina Lopez! She don't even know me, huh? Cristina! Remember me? You're talking a lot of crap back in 3rd grade. I remember. You were too? You don't even know me, huh? You don't remember? I do. Come, no, let go of me, Pablo. Come on, let's go. Don't care who's watching. Come on, You're still alive. You want some more, Pablo? Hold my baby. Come on, let's go. Carry it, bitch. Oh, yeah. Stupid! Kick your ass! They should put them in that video game, Mortal Kombat. Wouldn't that be cool? Sub-Zero. Chicana! They'd be fighting. You hit the joystick, a little can of hairspray comes out. Come here! Stupid! They're the only women who don't need mace, you know that? No.
I don't expect people to know much about Missouri. I do expect people to know it's a state. That I do. And there are people. I was in California in a Macy's trying to buy jeans, and the girl, she was young, I'll give her that, but she was one of the girls who talked like that, and she just couldn't be bothered with anything. I go to checkout, and I give her my credit card. She goes, I need to see your license. I go, okay, that is not a problem. And I'm still not sure exactly what happened. I'm going to show you what happened. I gave her my license, and she went, Missouri. No. No? Did you just do a search in your brain and your hard drive came back with nothing, so you negated my whole state? No. Missouri is a very special place to one group of people. And it's the Mormons, not the ones that went to Utah. Joseph Smith, the leader, had a son, Joseph Smith Jr. That man believed that the original Garden of Eden was 35 miles north of Kansas City. Not in Mesopotamia. No. Missouri. They also believe that when Christ comes back, that's where he's going. First stop, Kansas City. He's not gonna go to Bethlehem or Jerusalem. He's getting a Southwest flight. And look, I am from Missouri, and if you think Jesus is going back to Kansas City, 35 miles outside of it, by the way, then you must believe that Jesus is a big fan of barbecue and crystal meth, because that is what's happening 35 miles outside of Kansas.
Although I like the Daredevil thing, you know. I used to enjoy watching Evel Knievel, and I feel bad for him now. He's a little older, he doesn't jump. but he always does these talk shows, and every time he does one, they want to show him that footage where he fell off the motorcycle and bounced around like 83 times. That's what they show him. Hey, do you remember that day, Evil? Oh, no, I don't know. And they always ask him what he was thinking right before he hit the ground. What kind of question is that? What were you thinking right before you hit the ground, Evil? What were you thinking? I remember thinking, hey, did I turn off the iron? Then my leg cracked in half. Then I was thinking, hey, maybe I should get a puppy. What do you think I was thinking? I was thinking, ah! Ah! Something like that, if I remember right. Let me go back. Yeah. Ah! I believe those are my thoughts. I hope I've crystallized them for you.
There's a commercial on late night TV for this thing you attach to a garden hose. It says, you can water your hard-to-reach plants with this product. Who the fuck would make their plants hard to reach? That seems so very mean. I know you need water, but I'm gonna make you hard to reach. I will throw water at you. Hopefully they'll invent a product before you shrivel and die. Think like a cactus. So you can have this product for 4 easy payments of $19.95. I would like to have a product that was available for 3 easy payments and 1 fucking complicated payment. We can tell you which payment it is, but one of these payments is gonna be a bitch. The mailman will get shot to death, the envelope will not seal, and the stamp will be in the wrong denomination. Good luck, fucker. The last payment must be made in wampum. My fake plants died because I did not pretend to water them. I think animal crackers made people think that all animals taste the same. What does a giraffe taste like? A hippopotamus. I had them back to back. I'd hate to be a giraffe with a sore throat. God damn it anyway. See, I write jokes for a living, man. You know, I sit at my hotel at night, I think of something that's funny, then I go get a pen and I write it down. Or if the pen's too far away, I have to convince myself that what I thought of ain't funny. I walked by a dry cleaner at 3 a.m. The sign said, sorry, we're closed. You don't have to be sorry. It's 3 a.m. and you're a dry cleaner. It would be ridiculous for me to expect you to be open. I'm not gonna walk in at 10 a.m. and say, hey, I walked by at 3, you guys were closed. Somebody owes me an apology. This jacket would be halfway done.
So we're bumming, me and my buddy. We're not having a good time in the LA club. We're ready to leave. And then we go into the VIP room to see if it's any better, because I'm on cable and I have $20. And we go in there and it sucks even worse. This is full of douchebags and douchebagettes. And we're just having a horrible time. And we're about ready to leave when this happens. Dennis Rodman walks into the room. Remember him from Basketball and Weirdness? That giant freak walks in and kind of sizes us up. Looks at the guys, looks at the girls, and like has this level of confidence that I'll never know, right? He walks to the center of the room, and I swear to you, he does this. He goes, someone's getting fucked tonight. And me and my buddy are like, not us, right? Oh my God. Holy shit. Because Rodman's a big fella and I can't fight. Like, he could make that shit happen if he wanted to. A horrible way for me to end my Friday night out in LA. Me behind a dumpster going, why are you doing this? This is awful. Oh God. Slayer. Slayer. So we're driving home. Not Rodman, just me and my buddy. We're driving home, and then I start to think about the situation, and I bummed out on it. Because I realized I could never do that. Like, I could never walk into any room and go, someone's getting fucked tonight. This guy, right? Not even my own house. On my birthday. Aw, when I'm dying, aw.
He comes to us all the way from New York. Please put your hands together for Jesse Joyce. what's up? Sweet, we drinking? Yeah. Sweet, a lot of cars in the parking lot. That's important. Good, glad to hear it. Yeah. I quit drinking. I'm drinking O'Doul's. It's like trying to give yourself a blowjob. It doesn't work. It's not good. No. Yeah. I had to quit drinking. I didn't want to quit drinking, but I kept hurting myself when I was drunk, and then I'd have to lie about what happened. Like, I broke my ankle just being a drunk asshole. I didn't want to tell people that, so I started telling people I broke my ankle playing basketball. But I forgot who I was drinking with the night it happened, and I tried to tell those guys I was playing basketball. And that doesn't work at all. Hobble into the room on crutches. Yeah, I messed up my ankle playing basketball. Really, that night you puked on yourself and fell down 3 flights of stairs. We dropped you off at the emergency room. You went and played basketball after that? That was stupid. I was never a mean drunk, but I was one of those people who would get drunk and think that everybody's the most fascinating person in the world, you know? You end up at a bar talking to some dickhead for like 8 hours that you would never talk to if you were sober, you know? Just learning all about his stupid life. But I'd always have this moment of clarity where I knew I was doing it, and I'd go, Jesse, you know you're doing it again. You know that it's 4 a.m. and you're hanging out at a gay bar with a beekeeper. Why are you doing that? But I'd hear myself go, no, beekeeping is awesome. That's how we get honey. I don't care. But I'm a comic. I work in bars, so I gotta hang around it, you know? So like, I end up drinking a lot of Diet Coke and Red Bull, which is fine, but those are diuretics. They make you pee. So I still seem to be pissing my pants with the same frequency. Now I get to remember the whole experience the next day, which is always nice.
Old Spice body wash, the gentleman's bling. Lavender in me. Gotta tell ya, it's so gentle to the skin. Oh, yes, and it's 24-hour moisturizing. There is just nothing better than this. Oh yeah, the one and only Old Spice. Old Spice. Old Spice keeps me moisturized. Yeah, yeah,
Doug. Hey, Spotify listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it!
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The final days of Winterfest are here at Lowe's. Save now before they're gone. Take up to $600 off select major appliances and get instant savings on top brand names such as Whirlpool, Samsung, and LG. Plus, get free delivery on purchases over $396. You can always count on finding a great selection in-store or online. Don't miss the final days to save during Winterfest, only at Lowe's. Offer valid through 12/24. Exclusions apply. See store for details.
The next story is about my parents, and I was visiting my parents recently, and I don't like them. I love them, don't get me wrong, I would die for them, but if I met them at a party, I'd be like, these people, yeah, this place is beat, we're out of here, you know, because my parents are Italian, but they eat at the Olive Garden, literally. And my dad will show off by pronouncing menu items authentically. He'll be like, I'll have the pasta fagioli. And I'm like, we're sitting in a strip mall between a Build-A-Bear and a Spencer Gifts. You'll have the pasta fagioli like everybody else. You're not special. They make up phrases. I realized this as an adult when I would say the things that my parents said to me as kids to people in the outside world. And they would be like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, but my mother said that. Oh no, you know, and my whole life when I wasn't allowed to do something, my mother would say, like fun you're doing that. Anybody? Anybody ever heard that phrase? Yeah, like fun, like, that's really confusing for a child. Because it would seem like she's encouraging me to do it, you know? She'd be like fun, you're going to the mall. I was like, yeah, like fun. Burger Buddies, arcade, like fun. But then I realized as an adult that like fun was her way of saying like hell. Yeah. Because she's Catholic. And for Catholics, hell is fun.
I wish I could be a singer, man. If I was, I'd probably start off in Las Vegas. Who's been in Las Vegas? Come on, come on. There were 2 weeks. They got the cheesiest lounge acts, don't they? I heat up, I can't slow down. The situation brings me round and round, yeah! Well, I'm hot-blooded, check it and see. Yeah! Enjoy the buffet, we'll drink in 5, all right? Went to Caesar's Palace up there, man. Anybody been to Caesar's? They got those big statues, they're like really huge. You know, they're all huge and stuff, but they got little peckers like that big, you know? And the statues look mean. I'm Hercules. I am Zeus.
My little pee-pee, my little nut right there. My pee-pee, my little...
Pigeon can't even land on that. You know what I'm talking about? I can't do it. They should make a black statue. That's what they should make. Come on, give the brothers a shot. What's up? People, you going to the casino? Let's go. Oh, what the hell is that thing? Yeah. I don't know, man. I go Las Vegas. I go there. For some reason, I get really horny. When I go, I'm horny. And sometimes they got these shows where the guys dress up in drag. You notice that? Like Lacage show. They look like women, but they're guys, and they still dress in drag when they leave the place. So you're trying to pick, hey, what's going on? What's up? I'm Pablo.
Hey, man, what the hell are you looking at?
I don't know, a chick with nuts. I don't know. Spunk, what is it? We don't know.
So when I was a kid, it was this bear that would walk in the front door of my house. And as an adult, it was this jackal that would hover above my bed. Well, the sleepwalking got worse. Abby and I graduated from school and we moved to Brooklyn. We had a very small apartment, but it was comfy, you know. We had a big puffy couch and 2 cats, and we made our first major purchase. We bought a TiVo. And one night I had a dream that I was in the Olympics for some kind of arbitrary event like dustbustering. And they told me that I got 3rd place. And I stood up on the 3rd place podium, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I'm new to the sport, you know. Even in my dreams, I don't win, per se. In my wildest dreams, I place. And they say, actually, we reconsidered and we decided that you got 2nd place. And I move over to the 2nd place podium and it starts wobbling. And it's wobbling and wobbling. And I wake up and I'm falling off the top of our 5-foot bookcase in our living room. And I land on the floor hard on top of our TiVo. I know. And it breaks into pieces, and it was like one of these stories you hear where people black out drinking and they wake up in Idaho, they don't know where they are, they're just like, oh no! Hardee's, you know, or whatever's there. But it was in my own living room, I was just like, oh no! TiVo pieces. And I get up and I go back to bed, and Abby wakes me up in the morning and she says, Michael, what happened to the TiVo? And I say, I got second place. And I'm really sorry.
I tried that Atkins diet, and they lied to you on the Atkins. They say, oh, after a week, you won't have any carb cravings. No! After a week, I was hallucinating. Every time the doorbell rang, I thought it was Pizza Hut come to save me. That must be them. I had some carb cravings. When you drive by a bakery and you jump out of a moving vehicle, that's a craving. And I had horrible nightmares on that low-carb diet. I dreamt Dr. Phil was outside my house. John, come out here and exercise. You can't be big if your lifestyle won't allow it. Get off my lawn! John, it's not what you're eating, it's what you. I'm calling the cops! In some of the low-carb products, I understand I eat way too many carbs, way too many bad carbs. I eat a lot of breads, a lot of pastas, and I'm toning that down. But this low-carb, have you tried the low-carb products, the low-carb bread? I was all excited, because I love bread, and they have low-carb bread. Oh, good. But I took it out of the package, and I tasted it. And it's not like it went bad, it never went good. They have, I can't believe it's not butter. They should call it This Ain't Bread. Because it looks like bread, but it has no other properties of bread. I tried to butter it. You can't butter it. Butter won't go on it. The butter slides off it like, where you putting me? And the jam just kind of beads up and falls off. Did they Scotch guard this at the factory? That's okay. So I'll toast it. It'll be better. I'll put it in a sandwich. I'll toast it. It doesn't toast. You can't toast it. I'm out in the garage with a blowtorch. It's absorbing the heat like a space shuttle tile. How does this break down in your system if you can't toast it? They're gonna dig me up in 5,000 years and go, he was on the low carb. See that disc there? We've seen a lot of these.
The sights and sounds of the holidays put everyone in the mood. At Fink's Jewelers, we know this about couples, so we are ready. We bring in a huge selection of engagement rings and wedding bands for this special time of year. Are you ready? Ready to start your forever together? Ready to find an amazing engagement ring at the best price around? A chill is in the air, and so is love. Cuddle up together and make this December one to remember at Fink's Jewelers.
Music to our ears. You heard right. You can have it all, only at Priority. And we're not just talking about new cars. With Hampton Road's largest used car selection and priorities for life, there's no better value than buying a used car from Priority. Our used cars come with oil changes for life, and many come with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Sounds too good to be true? Click to start shopping for your next used car and see how you can have it all, only at Priority.
Hey Norfolk, did you know that planning a Rhode Island getaway is a total breeze? Literally, you can fly Breeze Airways nonstop to Providence and dive into everything the ocean state has to offer. There's hiking, history, biking, boating, beaches, one-of-a-kind art, nature, and more around every corner. Tour our famous mansions that inspired HBO's The Gilded Age. Dine on the freshest seafood and stay at sumptuous hotels. Plan your northern adventure at visitrhodeisland.com.
But I lost my cell phone, and that's nerve-wracking. You've ever lost a cell phone? That's like losing a child. Or not exactly. Okay, it's like losing a child who memorized all the names and numbers of all your friends and family. It's like losing an autistic child. And before you judge, let me tell you two quick things. Number one, I ran that one by an autistic kid. He seemed fine with it. Number two, woman actually came up to me after a show and said, hey, I wanted you to know that I work with autistic children, and I love that joke, because I hate those kids. So I'm not the bad guy. The education system is. But this is the truth. I do have a friend who works in a class with 4 autistic children and 1 deaf child, and that kid's not important. To the story. Or at all, really. But here's the thing.
Hate any place that's not my house. So we're having a bad time, and then I noticed this trend, this crazy thing in LA that's way out of hand, and it's the plastic surgery. And I'm sure you see it on TV with all the stars starting too young and girls that don't need plastic surgery fucking with their faces. Like, first they start with like the giant fake tits, which, that's cool, but then they start to fuck with their faces when they don't need to. Like, they're pretty already, and then they mess with it. Like, they fuck with their lips. They get those weird wax Halloween lips, and then they put their eyes too close together. And the thing in LA is all hot girls are starting to look the same. It's like hot girl Down syndrome. Wow, that retard has really sweet fake tits. Think she'll let me see him for candy? Come on, they love candy. Hot girls, not retards. Retards love cake. Look it up on Wikipedia. I put it there.
I went and visited my parents recently. My parents have a real fat cat. It's real fat. People point it out, They walk in, they're like, man, that cat's fat. And it feels rude, Like, he doesn't speak English, but we do, so maybe don't say that. And they're just, they're like, what are y'all feeding this cat? You're like, whatever you feed a cat, dude. Like normal cat food stuff. We pour a bowl. He eats it. Like, if he eats 8 birds outside, he doesn't tell us. He's not like, oh, I ate out tonight, I'm good. And then they're like, well, y'all should do something. You're like, what do you think we're not doing? Do you think he has a gym membership and we don't drive him to the gym? He's a cat. That's his gym membership. He's a cat. I watched him jump from the ground on top of the refrigerator. That's like if I jumped on top of a school bus from the ground. Like, if I did that, you're not gonna be like, well, you still could lose a little bit, Just keep doing what you're doing.
The lines at buffets, all-you-can-eat buffets, horribly long lines. I don't understand. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. And there are lines down the street. Why? You pay when you get in. There's a bunch of food. You go up, you grab the food, you sit down. And repeat the process over and over again. But yet there are horrible lines. People starving to death at the end of the line. Why? I'll tell you why. Skinny people. Skinny people browse. You look at the food. You ask questions. Oh, now look at that over there. That looks good. Now, is that chicken or fish? It's chicken! Grab it and get out of the way! And I'm back there with an empty plate. What's going on up there? Oh, everything looks so good. Well, then why don't you pick something? Grab it and get out of my way. When you're at the buffet, don't be looking. Grab and move. That's what you do. You grab and move, grab and move, grab and move. Keep the line moving. You should see me at the buffet. I'm like a ninja. People don't even see me go up. I don't even know what I got till I get back to the table. Oh, look, they have ribs. I didn't know that. Oh.
Give the gift of exceptional local dining this holiday season with the Gold Key Dining Gift Card. Now through December 31st, every $25 or $50 Gold Key gift card you buy comes with a certificate of equal value free. Keep it for yourself or gift it away. Experience award-winning cuisine at the Main in Norfolk, the Cavalier Resort in Virginia Beach, or at any of Gold Key's 10 top-ranked local restaurants. Buy yours today at participating restaurants or at goldkeyrestaurants.com. Terms and conditions apply.
For more than 130 years, Donegal Insurance Group has provided peace of mind through quality, custom-tailored insurance products. We're proud to support our policyholders through life's milestones, its challenges, and everything in between. Then, now, and into the future, you can continue to count on Donegal to help you protect what matters most. Visit DonegalGroup.com/protect to connect with an agent today.
I was at a standstill on the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel and she slammed right into me. That evening when I got home, I was thinking about missing work, payments, hospital bills, doctor's bills, not even really knowing if I should go to a doctor, knowing that I was hurt. So instead of calling my insurance company, I knew that I should call the Decker Law Firm. I made 2 trips there, one to retain the services, the second one was to pick up a check.
Helping people.
Now, I know what you're saying. I like spicy food. I do too. I love Mexican food. I can't eat it much. It's very gassy. Yeah. Oh, I have a problem. I do. Believe me, nobody wants to pull my finger. No. You'd experience it once, you'd leap across the table to stop someone from pulling my finger. Don't pull his finger! I mean, I had to start taking that Beano because I was losing friends. I don't mean like they didn't want to be my friend anymore. I mean, I almost killed 2 of my friends. I'm driving in a car, and my friend Billy's driving, and my friend Kenny's in back, and I broke wind ever so daintily. The next thing I know, we're in a guardrail. And my friend Billy slumped over. And he's mumbling. He goes, I said, Billy, what's the matter? What are you saying? Oxygen! Now Kenny has his jacket wrapped around his fist. He smashes the window open. He's got half his body hanging out, breathing for dear life. State trooper comes by. Is this alcohol? No, it's gas. Don't go near him, officer. Just shoot him right now.
Mace is the best thing that happens. Come on. They got that like Sylvester hand. Come on. I carry Mace everywhere I go now. Mace is the best. Did you know up in Germany they got Mace that shoots out fire? It's like a little torch that comes out and burns you. Good God, that would scare you. Give me your purse. No! Right there by your huevos. Those scrambled huevos. I think women need to carry the mace. Don't waste your time on those women's self-defense courses. Those are the worst. You ever seen those? No! Hands off! Get away! Scratch. No! And the instructors are really cocky, aren't they? Listen, Jan. Listen, one of these days, you're gonna be walking down a dark alley naked, right? Some guy's gonna walk up to you, hey, baby, give me some of that hoochie on your Snoopy or something, right? You're gonna have to go, no! Hands off! A bunch of babble. Knee to the groin. Knee to the groin. Knee to the groin. Knee to the groin. Like someone really attacks you like this. Come here. Oh yeah, just like in class. Yeah. All right. Or when they hit the padded dummy, the instructor grabs the padded. Come on, girls, right here. No! 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 Not today. No! Go for your mace. Mace! Zip. Okay, this is my brother Mark. Want some chiclets? I got some chiclets.
I'm mostly healthy. I worked out today. I know I don't need to. When I'm home in New York City, I work out at the Chinatown YMCA, and I realize when people hear the Chinatown YMCA, they think, oh, that's not like a serious place to work out, and it's not. It's not at all. It's mostly little kids learning how to swim and really old Chinese people with their parents. I didn't even know you could live to that age. But I tell you, watching a 90-year-old on an elliptical really inspires me to die in my 70s. It looks like a machine is eating someone's grandma. But I love my Y. You know, it's different from a normal health club. There's never moments when you think, oh my gosh, look at how much weight that guy's lifting. It's more like, oh my gosh, that guy's smoking on a treadmill in dress pants. It's very business casual. Sure, my Y doesn't have some of the amenities, but it also doesn't have the normal health club distractions. I don't have to deal with loud music or people that are in shape. I walk around my Y and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing okay. Maybe I should teach a class. Hi, welcome to Advanced Elliptical. Doesn't matter if you don't have workout clothes on. We're not going to be raising our heart rate. So let's step on, pick a show, and think about what we're going to eat. Okay. Who's having a burger, huh? Let's practice eating fries. I'm ignored at my Y. I'm ignored at all health clubs. Like when I walk into a fitness area, even in a hotel, people always look at me like, I didn't know they serve food here. The only people that approach me are personal trainers. They're like, you looking for a personal trainer? No. You should be. So I've gotten to the point, if I'm approached by a personal trainer, I just act like they're hitting on me. They're like, hey, how you doing? I'm married. I don't think you understand. I understand perfectly. You want to get with me, but I'm taken, so you can look, but no touchy.
We used to love peanut butter. Still do. I saw something in the store the other day that I don't understand, that peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. Is there a point to that? I mean, I'm lazy, but I want to meet the guy that needs that. Some guy going, you know, I could go for a sandwich, but I'm not gonna open 2 jars. I can't be opening and closing all kinds of jars. Cleaning who knows how many knives. If you're that lazy, why not put croutons in there? Get the whole sandwich on a spoon, you know, just scooping it out. Oh, scrumptious. I think I'm gonna have another one. Oh, delectable, as was the first, huh? Or if you don't want to clean the spoon, you put it on a squeeze bottle. Lunch and no cleanup. Can life get better? I submit that it cannot.
Fish. I was in Israel. Israel went down to breakfast. The entire breakfast buffet in Israel was fish. Different types of disgusting fish. I know it's always comforting when a pale blonde guy is criticizing Israel. This is gonna go well. Grab your iPhone. It's this look. It's not easy looking like Hitler's wet dream, all right? This is not a good look. This is not the look you want for the tour of the Holocaust Museum. I've been at the Holocaust Museum in DC. I think everyone should go. I just suggest you don't look like me. I was walking around, people were like, he did it! That's the guy from the photo! He's not an Argentine, he's right here! Get him! Actually, I'm too pale for Hitler, right? Hitler been like, I said Aryan, not snowman. I mean, meet me halfway, people. By the way, that's how Hitler sounded. I'm Hitler, baby. Bum, 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 bum. The Hitler man came. I'm a very pale white guy. You know, I've yet to be the victim of any type of discrimination. I have been the victim of someone assuming I'd enjoy a racist joke. Have you ever had that? You're like, well, why would you think I'd want to hear that? Hey, he looks like he'd enjoy a little hatred. Maybe this bigotry will brighten his day. If anyone would have a problem with people with pigmentation, be the pale fella. But I know what I look like. I'm not saying I don't forget. You ever forget what you look like and then you walk in front of a mirror and you're like, oh no. When did that happen? Because during the day you're like, I'm Brad Pitt, I'm John Goodman. What's wrong with John Goodman?
If you have certain chronic conditions, such as heart disease,
asthma,
diabetes, and you're 19 years of age or older,
52, 36,
42, you may be at increased risk of pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor about getting vaccinated.
With Prevnar 20.
Hey Spotifyers, click or tap the banner to listen to holiday hits. 'Tis the season. All new holiday releases. Brought to you by Paramount's Babylon. Only in theaters December 23rd. Tickets available now.
Hey, this joke's on the first CD, but I added a new line, so I can't fucking rob you of this one. I got an ant farm. Them fellas didn't grow shit. I said, come on, what about some celery? You fuckers don't farm. Tore your legs off, you would look like snowmen. That's the part that's not on the old CD. Hey, you can smoke in Minnesota clubs, right? Can you? You can. I can. Oh, who the fuck am I? Mitch Hedberg, that's right. I like to smoke a pipe because it's the punchline indicator. Whenever I take a hit of the pipe, you fuckers should be laughing. Not yet, though. I haven't said shit. I'll give you an example. You know when they show someone on TV washing their hair under a waterfall? That's fucking bullshit, man, because that thing would knock you on your ass. No, you didn't laugh? All right. Who's that guy who's got the cool laugh up here? I hope that fucker's mic'd. I hate for this show to go unnoticed. Only problem with having a distinctive laugh is I know exactly when you're not laughing. Oh, distinctive laugh doesn't think that joke was funny. Yeah, so I think we should only get 3 honks a month on the car horn because people honk the car horn too much. 3 honks, that's the limit. And then someone cuts you off, you press your horn, nothing happens. You're like, shit, I wish I went to see Ricky on the sidewalk.
Tonight there's a guy in the joint for 32 years. Do you think that this chick here that walked out has any rachmanis for that guy that hasn't gotten kissed and hugged in 32 years? Is she that moralist, the purist? Is that the good lady? What does she do for her husband? Is that schmuck stay in his underwear yelling, touch it once, touch it once? Is it bizarre that married guys have to jerk off more than anyone else? Because your old ladies won't ball you and you can't chippy? Priests and rabbis walk with guys in death row. Here's a clergyman. He's willing to be the hangman in Australia. No one else will do it. He couldn't get a brown suit, though. It's amazing. Priest and rabbi, yes, my son, you must be brave. Sure, schmuck, you're splitting. He's sitting. Mayor Curley. Mayor Curley is back. Sherman Adams is back.
The worst enemy to your memory is stress. If you're in Afghanistan or if you're in business, whatever situation, stress is going to kill your brain and it's going to kill your memory. If you want to keep your brain and your memory good, you need to stay relaxed. Relax. Have fun. The one thing you can do to stay relaxed is have fun. It reminded me of a time in 2007. I was deployed to Afghanistan. Obviously, that's an intense, stressful time. There became an annoyance. And that annoyance was that they made rules at the cafeteria, or as we call it in the Navy, the or the mess hall if you're in the Army. They made some rules at the cafeteria, the galley. They said you could no longer take to-go boxes out because people were not putting them in trash cans, so it was attracting rats, becoming a problem. They came up with a form. And it was a form you had to fill out if you wanted to get a to-go box at the cafeteria or galley. And then you had to get the form signed by an officer. The first couple days I did it. I filled out the form and I found myself a captain or a lieutenant and they signed the form. The third or fourth day I couldn't find an officer. I was hungry and I'm like, man, I'm so freaking frustrated. This is the last thing I want to deal with. So I forged a signature. I forged Captain America. The whole time I was walking up there, I was cracking up laughing that I just signed Captain America to this form. I handed it to the guy. He barely glanced at it and gave me a to-go box, and I was just laughing. It was a nice break in the middle of an intense time of Afghanistan. I was just laughing. The next day, I couldn't find an officer, so I signed it Captain Kangaroo. And then eventually, I started having so much fun with this that I didn't even look for officers to sign it anymore. I just continued to forge it. I was just laughing. On one of them, I wrote President George W. Bush, Secretary of State Donald Rumsfeld, Captain Kirk signed some of them. I was just laughing. I was just laughing. Captain Morgan signed some of them. I got some of my forms right here. I can maybe tell you a few more of them, but I was having so much fun with it. I was just laughing. Colonel Sanders, General George Washington. And the longer this went on, the bigger the letters would get and the more neatly printed and plainly obvious it would be. And I would just be sitting there eating and laughing and having fun. I was just laughing. The worst enemy to your memory is stress. If you're in Afghanistan or if you're in business, whatever situation, stress is going to kill your brain and it's going to kill your memory. If you want to keep your brain and your memory good, you need to stay relaxed. Relax. The one thing you can do to stay relaxed is have fun, forge a few documents if you want. President Abraham Lincoln signed one of my forms. I was just laughing. I never got caught, but I was just laughing. That's probably why it's still a fun memory for me. But this is Ron White, two-time USA Memory Champion, reminding you, have fun. Stay calm, don't get worked up, don't get stressed out, and have fun. I was just laughing.
But my favorite question, because white people always want to ask this, but they get nervous. They're like, well, how come black people can say nigger and white people can't? I don't know, just remember, that's the rule. Thank you. See, I like that joke. That's a good test joke with the crowd, you know, because when you say nigger, some crowds laugh, other crowds like, ooh, he said it, you know. See, you guys are cool. You've been laughing at niggers a long time. You guys just, yeah, we love a funny nigger. What the hell? And that's how it is, man. You gotta laugh, man. I hate a tight-ass crowd, you know, just all politically correct. You tell a joke, they're like, ooh, you know? Because they're just jokes, man. If it's funny, I'ma tell it, you know? Really. I was doing a show one time, and there was a guy in a wheelchair sitting right up front. You know, they're like, no, you wouldn't. I was like, oh, yes, I would. Right, because what the hell? He lost his legs. He didn't lose his sense of humor. I looked at him, I was like, man, don't you hate when you go to the bathroom and one rail's loose? He laughed his ass off. Really, he thought he had his own personal joke, you know? I figure, what the hell, he get mad, all I need is a flight of stairs. But the race thing, man, the race thing's blowing my mind. There's a new racial trend now. White guys acting black. Knock it off. Really, I'm serious. That is the most annoying shit in the world, man. I'm gonna tell you, if one more white guy walks up to me, what's up? I'll whip his ass. I swear to God. And you know what he's actually said to me? He actually said, man, where's your guy the cool sayings? Like, man, that is bullshit, okay? White people have the cool sayings. White people hear shit like, sir, your mortgage has been approved. That's a cool saying. And I joke about it, man. I do. I joke about the race thing. You know why? Because the bottom line, black and white people are not a whole lot different. Now, I'll give you an example. Whenever they interview a black athlete, white people are surprised he can talk. Really, they're always like, oh, he's so articulate. But whenever they interview a white athlete, we're surprised he made the team. See, I can tell that joke here, see? No, really, because I did that joke in Alabama once. Yeah, fortunately, I got away before they figured it out.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
About Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital.
Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
Every year, millions of people find a health plan at healthcare.gov during open enrollment. They enjoy more doctor visits, pick up prescriptions, and find the care they need. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 a month or less with financial help. Feel like a million. Find your plan by January 15th. Healthcare.gov is here for millions like you. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
If people here are drinking tonight, sometimes people say that at a comedy show, the more you drink, the jokes get funnier. Which is the only art or entertainment where that happens. You never go to a museum and they're like, come on into the museum, but get drunk, because these impressionist paintings get way blurrier. Check out that Salvador Dali, just kidding, it's a clock that you thought was melting. Have LSD, you'll see dogs playing poker everywhere. And I'm not saying, ladies and gentlemen, to do drugs, because what does drugs even mean? It could be heroin, it could be pot, it could be Tylenol. Only a few of those can kill you, like heroin and Tylenol. So just be careful, I'd say. Pot, much grayer in area. There's no warnings on pot like there is on Tylenol. Heroin should happen probably, but I'm not even a huge pot doer, like which you might be able to tell by my saying a huge pot doer. I don't just Show up to parties. Hey, huge pot doer here. What, narc? Okay, gotta go. And... Like, I think pot should be legal. I think they should not warn kids about it as much that it'll kill them in commercials the way they do. Like, it could kill you, but be honest about how. Here's an honest pot commercial, like, pot will kill you if you smoke it when you jump off a cliff. Don't do that. In fact, don't jump at all when you're on pot. If somebody says jump, you say, how high am I? And then just relax, you know what I mean? Another situation in which pot could kill you if you smoke it during an earthquake, because you have to remember to get into a doorway that's open. You might bounce off a closed door into the earth that opened behind you. You're like, oh, this is a good thing. You plummet to your death. Do not quake and bake, is the point. So, not a huge pot guy myself. I have done mushrooms in the past. Has anybody here done mushrooms in the past? Yeah. Has anybody here done mushrooms in the future? How about that? That is recommended. I think mushrooms are the best drug just because one time when I was on them, God told me they were the best drug. So I was like, yeah, that checks out with me. And if you've never done mushrooms, they don't make you go crazy and hallucinate. Do you know, in fact, who goes crazier than people on mushrooms? Is people that you tell that you're on mushrooms. They're all like, whoa, weird, right? What do I look like? You look like an idiot. I don't know what you're doing. You look like you're shrinking because I'm walking away from you, and that's how perspective operates. Mushrooms for me are a religious experience because I'll talk about them too long to people who don't want to hear it. That's what I do. I got me. Okay.
Did round of applause anyone go to Catholic school as a kid? A few people? Oh, there's some people, yeah. You can always tell the people who went to Catholic school as kids because they're atheists. Because they really beat out of you. You know, you go in with a good attitude and then you're just like, oh man, I wanted to believe. And it's not just the molestations. Don't get me wrong. If it were just one vice, I think we could give them a pass. For me, it was these fundraisers they'd have us do every year. They would, and I'm not exaggerating, they would hand us a cardboard suitcase full of trinkets to sell door to door to strangers. And if we sold enough of them, they would give us a pair of aviator sunglasses. Because that is what third graders need. Sexy eyewear. So the Catholic Church is like my knickknacks pimp, you know, like I would just like carry this suitcase that was like the size of my body up to a stranger's house, and I would be like, hello, I'm from St. Mary's School. Perhaps you would like to buy a Daffy Duck pencil sharpener or a polar bear pot holder. And then people would be like, we're eating dinner right now. And I would be like, it'll just be a minute. And I would just walk into their home. I didn't know any better. You know, I'd just open up shop and be like, perhaps you'd like a desk set organizer or popcorn for a year. And they'd be like, please leave our home. And then I just start stuffing this stuff back in, but it never fit in the way it had originally been placed in. And I'm kind of like scissor holding the whole thing together and sidestepping out, like, I'm so sorry. I'll be out of your way in just a minute. And that is why I am angry at the Catholic Church. Because I didn't get my sunglasses. And I am gonna go back to the Vatican this year, and I am gonna ask for my damn sunglasses, and they are gonna be confused. I went to a Catholic college as well. They wouldn't sell condoms on campus, which was to teach us a lesson to save up for the abortion, because that can be a pricey fix. I mean, come on. Hey, I'm a jokester. Hey, no, I obviously I'm kidding about that, but it just seems crazy. You put a bunch of 19-year-olds in a dorm together, they're not gonna be like, well, I guess since we don't have condoms, we'll just play Pictionary. Does anybody have any pogs? I like those pogs. No, they're gonna have sex with each other, because that's what college is for. It's where dorks go to have sex with other dorks. It's like a dork mating service. Yeah. That's where your children are right now.
People spell their name however they want. Has nothing to do with phonics or nothing. Not sure what phonics is, but I saw the girl that was hooked on it, and I thought she's got a problem with it apparently. Hey, have you seen that commercial? Hooked on phonics, work for me. Yeah, she was adorable, you know. I was thinking, wouldn't that be weird if she was applying what she learned and she couldn't get the commercial straight, you know? Hooking on phonics, working for me. Hooking on phonics, working for me. Okay, cut. You talk to her, man. We ain't gonna move a lot of tapes this way. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, I met this woman. Her name was Amy, you know? So I go, oh, A-M-Y? She goes, no, A-Y-M-I-E. Oh. I have to take a nap. I'm Brian, B-R-I-V-O-L-B-N, the number 7, the letter Q. Look at my name tag. It's big. Something.
Cox Internet plans are now flexible. Isn't that clever? Simply add TV, phone, or home automation whenever. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish takes the Shrek franchise to exciting new places.
I am Puss in Boots! Fear me if you dare! This is gonna be fun.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, rated PG, in theaters now.
This holiday, whether you're making a Kroger Simple Truth turkey for 40 or a Murray's Baked Brie for 2, Kroger has fast, fresh delivery and free pickup, so you can make holiday meals that bring you all together to create memories that last. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
Choose from a great selection of digital coupons and use them up to 5 times in one transaction. Check our app for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey. Take off your thinking caps. I'm about to make it fucking stupid in here. Brought all my fart and wiener jokes from Los Angeles, so. Yeah, American Airlines just let me take them on the plane. Don't gotta check them or nothing. So that works out. Let me get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Pablo Francisco.
Yeah! How you guys doing tonight? Good? Got no music to come up with. What's the deal with that, dude? No music. You know, it'd be great music to come up with Three's Company thing. Wouldn't that be cool? Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pablo Francisco. Yeah. I'm Pablo Francisco. I'm the friendly Latino. Thank you. I'm not the Latino that gets in your face. Hey, Latinos! We've been deprived. But I can do some Latino impressions if you guys would like to see some. I can do a few. Here, ready? Okay. Here's a Latino Pauly Shore. Here we go. Hey, buddy, chorizo con huevos. Yo soy de Chihuahua. Muy loco. Spanish, Jerry Seinfeld. Here we go. Spanish Jerry Seinfeld. Oye, Jerry, Julie está loca. Oye, Kramer, por favor, tú estás loco. ¿Qué son estas personas? No sé. Caramba. Spanish Johnny Carson. There you go, Spanish Johnny Carson. Here's aquí está Juanito. Hola, buenas noches. Yo soy Johnny Carson. Mi amigo se llama Ed McMahon. Hola, Ed. ¿Cómo estás? Ho, 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 ho. Sí, ho, 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 ho. Él era macho borracho pendejo. Estúpido.
I saw one guy in line at the supermarket. He was buying cheap toilet paper. I had a comment. It was 4 rolls for 89 cents. It can't be good, right? I said, you get better toilet paper. Don't you like yourself? I've been really broke. I always got good toilet paper. It's a line you don't cross. You say to yourself, the bills are late, but the toilet paper's good. Things will be okay. We have so many blessings that we don't count in a day. Have you tried that Charmin Ultra? Oh, you can make a suit out of that. Is that Versace? Charmin. No dry cleaning, you just flush it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. See you later, everybody. Thanks so much for being here tonight.
I saw this wino, he was eating grapes. He's like, dude, you have to wait. I like to drink red wine. This girl says, doesn't red wine give you a headache? Yeah, eventually. But the first and the middle part are amazing. I'm not gonna stop doing something because of what happens at the end. Mitch, do you want an apple? No, eventually it'll be a core. I went to this bought 8 apples. The clerk said, do you want me to put them in a bag? I said, oh no, man, I juggle. But I can only juggle 8. If I'm ever here buying 9 apples, fucking bag them up. I saw a guy juggling chainsaws. It was cool, but unless something needed to be sawed down, then it's just annoying. It's like, come on, Rick, can we use one? Track number 5 will not be chainsaw juggling. It will be this one.
I was a pretty stupid kid, also. I used to get talked into making crank calls, you know? My older brothers and friends would just stand around me. Okay, Brian, make some crank calls. Make some crank calls. And I get all nervous and mess them up. Do you have frog legs? No, do you serve them? No, do you have them? You're stupid! Brian, relax, man. You gotta relax when you make the crank calls. Do another one, concentrate. Is your refrigerator running? It's not. Oh. It's not. It's not. No, it's not. Okay, you have a good day now, you Take luck. Brian, do this one. Read it so you don't mess it up. Do you have Prince Albert in the can? You do? Well, then you better take him out because he is suffocating. He wants to know what that hang up. You're stupid! You stupid person! I watch a lot of television. Too much. Did you ever watch those monster truck pulls on TV? My favorite part is not the race. I like when they interview the driver when the race is over. They always talk about their engine like you know what the hell they're talking about, you know? Hey, what were you thinking during that last run, Earl? You know, it was going pretty good. About halfway through the flap coil valve burner started smoking. The hydro pen springer spurting off the manifold drive. And if I didn't overflood the drive, got some of that last power line trying to unplate that hydro coil. And if I could do that, I was going to have to shut her down. Man, what the hell are you talking about? Like you're following him at home. The hydro pen, well, sure, you had to shut her down. What options did you have, Earl? None! I'm jealous of those guys. I know nothing about cars. If my car breaks down, I have to make the noises my car's making for the mechanics. And you know they know you have to do that because there's always like 5 of them hanging around waiting for a show, you know? They're just standing there, hey, here he comes. What's the matter with your car, man? I don't know, you know? If you can take a look at it, come on, what's the matter with it? Tell us. So you gotta stand there while it's going. Can you fix that? I don't know, I just clean up air. Harry! You're gonna have to talk to Harry.
Are you ready to get paid for doing what you love? Text DOUGH to 31063. Your local Papa John's is hiring delivery drivers. No car? No problem. We offer company cars in select locations. Papa John's offers flexible schedules and great pay. Text DOUGH to 31063 today or apply in store and start doing what you love. Papa John's is an equal opportunity employer. Franchises are independently owned and operated. Franchise employment offerings and conditions shall be determined by the individual franchise owner.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital.
Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
I think the funnest thing to do, though, when it comes to other people, go to Chinese restaurants. Chinese restaurants are the funnest places to go to. Because the food's good, and not only that, they're really nice to you, but pissed off at the help. You ever notice that when you walk in there? Every Chinese restaurant, they want to get your respect real bad, so they chew out, you walk in there, it's like, oh, welcome to Hunan. Welcome to Hunan, yeah. One moment. No, sit down, please. One moment. I kill him. Enjoy. They got the Asian channel here, don't they? They got the Asian channel. Telemundo, an Asian channel. That's great. They singing Although I like the Daredevil thing, I used to enjoy watching Evel Knievel, and I feel bad for him now. He's a little older. He doesn't jump. But he always does these talk shows, and every time he does one, they want to show him that footage where he fell off the motorcycle and bounced around like 83 times.
That's what they show him. Hey, do you remember that day, Evil? Oh, no, I don't remember that. And they always ask him what he was thinking right before he hit the ground. What kind of question is that? What were you thinking right before you hit the ground, Evil? What were you thinking? I remember thinking, hey, did I turn off the iron? Then my leg cracked in half. Then I was thinking, hey, maybe I should get a puppy. What do you think I was thinking? I was thinking, ah! Ah! Something like that, if I remember right. Let me go back. Yeah. Ah! I believe those are my thoughts. I hope I've crystallized them for you.
He comes to us all the way from New York. Please put your hands together for Jesse Joyce.
Hey! What's up? Sweet, we drinking? Yeah. Sweet, a lot of cars in the parking lot. That's important. Good, glad to hear it. Yeah. I quit drinking. I'm drinking O'Doul's. It's like trying to give yourself a blowjob. It doesn't work. It's not good. No. Yeah. I had to quit drinking. I didn't want to quit drinking, but I kept hurting myself when I was drunk, and then I'd have to lie about what happened. Like, I broke my ankle just being a drunk asshole. I didn't want to tell people that, so I started telling people I broke my ankle playing basketball. But I forgot who I was drinking with the night it happened, and I tried to tell those guys I was playing basketball. And that doesn't work at all. Hobbling to the room on crutches. Yeah, I messed up my ankle playing basketball. Really, that night you puked on yourself and fell down 3 flights of stairs. We dropped you off at the emergency room. You went and played basketball after that? That was stupid. I was never a mean drunk, but I was one of those people who would get drunk and think that everybody's the most fascinating person in the world, you know? You end up at a bar talking to some dickhead for like 8 hours that you would never talk to if you were sober, you know? Just learning all about his stupid life. But I'd always have this moment of clarity where I knew I was doing it, and I'd go, Jesse, you know you're doing it again. You know that it's 4 in the morning and you're hanging out at a gay bar with a beekeeper. Why are you doing that? But I'd hear myself go, no, beekeeping is awesome. That's how we get honey. I don't care. But I'm a comic. I work in bars, so I gotta hang around it, you know? So like, I end up drinking a lot of Diet Coke and Red Bull, which is fine, but those are diuretics. They make you pee. So I still seem to be pissing my pants with the same frequency. Now I get to remember the whole experience the next day, which is always nice.
Please put your hands together for Mr. Mike Birbiglia, everybody.
Oh, you didn't have to. How are ya? Nice to see ya. John got my last name right. It's Birbiglia. Everyone gets it wrong. When telemarketers call, they'll be like, "Good afternoon, may I speak with Mr.?" Oh, man. Birbigaboo. So I just have to spell it on the phone like it's B as in boy, I-R, B again, I-G-L-I-A. I wish my last name were just Boy. I'd be like, it's B as in boy, and then the rest of the word boy. I'm Italian. My family's not real Italian. We're like Olive Garden Italian. Sometimes people come up to me, they'll be like, in Italy it's pronounced Birbiglia. I'm like, in America, you're annoying. It's a hard name to have growing up. The kids would call me names like Birbigglebug and Birbibliography and Faggot. I was an altar boy when I was a kid, and the answer is no, I wasn't. And I think it's because they knew I was a talker. And also, I was so bad at it, I think they thought, well, if he's just bad at lighting candles. Very ambitious as a child. I wanted to be a comedian or a rapper or the owner of a pizza restaurant where third graders could hang out. Those are my goals. And it surprises people that I want to be a comedian because I'm just very awkward in my life. I have a habit of making awkward situations even more awkward. Like, I was moving a new bed into my apartment recently, and this woman who lived in the building opened the front door for me with her key, and she goes, "I'm not worried because a rapist wouldn't have a bed like that." Now, what I should have said was nothing. What I did say was, "You'd be surprised." And there's nothing you can say after that. You're just like, whatever. See her on the building, you know, that kind of thing. It's hard not to end up in awkward conversations because every topic is off limits. Like, you can't talk about movies anymore. Like, I was talking to this girl, and I was like, "I hated that movie." And then she was like, "That movie was the reason I stopped cutting myself." And then I had to pull it back. I'm like, "It was pretty good. I liked the ending when she didn't cut herself. I thought that was redemptive."
I saw this documentary recently on whales. This guy has dedicated his life to telling you what the whales are saying. Wow. I don't know how you'd argue with him when he turns in his report. And he just throws it down there. "Well, here's what the whales are saying." "Okay, thanks, Charlie." He's looking back. "Here's what the whales are saying." "Yeah, Charlie figured it out." They show how he does it. He's out on a ship, he's got a pencil, and he deciphers the whale noises as he hears them. You know, he'll hear like, you know, he's like, "Oh, okay. Oh, he's lonely." "No, you're lonely." I'd like to do that for like 2 weeks and then turn around and find out that the door's squeaking behind you.
I like Mexican women. Mexican women rock. That's right. That's right. Not because I'm Latino, but if you get in a fight or something, they'll jump in and help you out, you know? You need that protection. They get right in there. Oh, my ex-girlfriend was the best, man. Oh. She backed me up if some guy would come to the party, you know, looking to kick my ass, you know. "Hey, is Pablo here? Looking for, so you know Pablo? Is Pablo here?"
Yeah, what's going on? He's my boyfriend, what's up?
"Yeah, you better tell him, man. If I see him, I want to kick his ass."
Hey, don't talk to me like you know me. You come to my party looking for Pablo, guess what? I say I'll kick your ass.
You always got that friend who wants to get involved, you know?
Rosa, what's going on? Is this guy over here, Bonnie Noise, talking to me? Like he knows me. Stupid.
You ever see two Mexican women fight? That is better than Caesar's Palace right there, man. They'll see another girl in the mall, that's when it gets really nasty. Like a big cat fight, you know?
Hey, Cristina Lopez! She don't even know me, huh? Cristina! Remember me? You're talking a lot of crap back in 3rd grade. I remember. You were too? You don't even know me, huh? You don't remember? I do. Come, no, let go of me, Pablo. Come on, let's go. I don't care who's watching. Come on, let's... You're still alive. You want some more, Pablo? Hold my baby. Come on, let's go. Carry it, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid! Kick your ass!
They should put them in that video game, Mortal Kombat. Wouldn't that be cool? Sub-Zero.
Chicana.
They'd be fighting. You hit the joystick, a little can of hairspray comes out.
Finish him. Come here.
Stupid!
They're the only women who don't need mace, you know that? No.
Are you ready?
The Christmas countdown's on at JCPenney. Through Saturday, use your coupon and dash away with very merry savings on last-minute gifts across the store, like fine jewelry stocking stuffers up to 70% off after coupon, and save up to 50% on comfy, stylish outerwear for the whole fam. Add curbside pickup to make your trip extra quick. We got your holiday. JCPenney. Offers good on select items through 12/24. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Would you bet a few $1,000s that you could sink an 8-foot putt? What about 10 grand that you could win a drag race against a Camaro with 1,000 horsepower? If you bet $2 million, could you bet it all on one football game? Maybe you wish you could, but you probably wouldn't. Gamblers is about the people who did. From Spotify and the Ringer Podcast Network comes Gamblers Season 2. Listen now.
I've tried with the computers. I took a class in college. It was called Introduction to Computers and Networks, and it was at 8 in the morning. So I went to the first class, and it was way over my head. The guy's talking about computers. So the next morning when I woke up for class, Sleepy Carl just wasn't having it. He was like, "Why would you go talk about computers when you could stay here and go skiing and your skis will be French toast sticks?" I was like, that is the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm giving you a 401k. And so I never went to class until the class before the final to find out what would be on the final. And I showed up a few minutes early and I sat down and the guy next to me leaned over and he goes, "You think we'll get back the final?" You guys got it a little faster than I did. The reality of the situation kind of came to me in waves. I was like, "We took the final?" Oh no! And I sprinted out of the class to the computer science department, and there was my professor, and I said, "Hello," because I didn't know his name. I'm in your class, I misunderstood the syllabus, and I missed the final. He didn't even look at me. He just looked at the floor, and he goes,